638, Big 550 KTRS. Let's check the markets with Scott Carothers and Stifel Nicholas. Good morning, Scott Carothers.
Good morning, McGraw.
All right, you're here to warm the cockles of our heart. How did the markets finish up yesterday?
Yes, I am. Yesterday, Dow lost 63 points as financial stocks sold off. Several big banks report earnings today, and many investors sold their positions before the reports. Trading was light, and first-time job list claims came in at 247,000. That was in line with expectations. Oil was up 1.5% to 53.01, and the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury fell to 2.358%. So,
all right. Let's start with Amazon. What's going on with Amazon?
Well, they plan to hire 100,000 people for new jobs. They are hiring in software development and to the warehouse, and the new jobs will increase their employment by about 50%. Amazon is building at least 16 warehouses in several states to speed up delivery. They will be built in the next year and a half, and hopefully Amazon will add more.
Yeah, Amazon's there's going to be one store when it's all said and done, and it's going to be Amazon. What is Spice Jet, I'm afraid to ask?
I know. India's Spice Jet. Now, they're the fourth largest carrier with about 13% of the market, and they're buying 155 Boeing 737 MAX airplanes with the option to buy 50 more. The list price for the 205 planes is $22 billion. SpiceJet said they might buy a few more Boeing wide-body planes, but the bulk of the purchases are for the ultra-efficient 737s. So, $22 billion order.
All right, that's SpiceJet. What about BlackRock?
The BlackRock, which is the world's largest asset manager, released earnings this morning. Revenue came in at $2.89 billion. They earned $5.14 per share. Both numbers were in line with expectations. BlackRock increased its quarterly dividend by 9% and will now pay $2.50 a share.
9%? That's a nice jump for one dividend.
Yeah, that's just their normally quarterly dividend. So that's pretty good for it to increase up like that.
BlackRock. All right, interesting. And finally, Bank of America.
Now, they released their earnings this morning. Revenue came in at $19.99 billion, a bit below expectations. They earned 40 cents a share, much better than the 38 cents expected. And Bank of America said the rate increase came too late to help this quarter, but they expect a significant increase in earnings for the current quarter because of the rate increase. Just amazing what a little move in the short-term rates can do to the bottom line of your big banks.
Yeah, that really is very interesting. I mean, that's why they're called big banks, or they're too big to fail, if you will. We dropped yesterday in the Dow. We are further away from 20,000. What does it look like today?
Well, it looks like we're going to get a little bit of that back. The Dow looks, on the futures, look up about 50 points right now. We get a look at inflation this morning and a few more bank earnings. It's going to be a long weekend with the markets closed on Monday.
Oh, yeah, 3-day weekend. All right, so you're off on Monday. We'll talk to you on Tuesday then.
Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Thanks, Scott Carothers with Stifel Nicholas. Try and stay warm and stay off the roads because I prefer to drive on the roads, and I don't need you gumming up the works. Thank you, Scott Carothers and Stifel Nicholas. Listen to this, Kelly Jackson. Lots have been made about the dictator Vladimir Putin. Uh-huh. Did you know that Vladimir Putin recently, in the last couple of years, has stepped up efforts to ban smoking in Russia? They have banned smoking in most public places. They've raised taxes on tobacco products and have banned the sale of them in street kiosks. The effort is to stop Russians from smoking. The number of children ages 13 to 15
13
who have declined. Smoking rates in Russia have declined 13 to 15-year-olds.
Oh, my goodness.
From 25%
what?
To 9%.
A 13-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah.